What's up, guys? Happy holidays to all of you. I am pretty sick. I feel like death. I look even worse, but we're going to power through because we have to listen to some Led Zeppelin, man. I'm very excited to hear the second track of Led Zeppelin 3. We are making our way through the discography. We heard Immigrant Song, which is the first track of Led Zeppelin 3. And in terms of living up to the expectations of Led Zeppelin 3, it kind of didn't for me, because I heard going into that album that it was a very different sounding album to the first and second albums. But what I found was a track that was very much along the lines of Led Zeppelin 2. Incredibly colorful production, a track about Vikings and war, and kind of bombastic style to it that I think Led Zeppelin is fantastic for. I heard that Led Zeppelin 3 was very different in terms of its sound. Maybe this track will be more along those lines. Fun fact for you guys, this was recorded in the studio Bon Ear Ow. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not too sure, but it's a famous studio that they use quite often. Very secluded, and they created a lot of the third and fourth albums there, so some of their best output got created there. So that's your little fun fact of the day. Other than that, I'm pretty excited. Let's get into the music. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, here we go. This is Friends by Led Zeppelin off Led Zeppelin 3. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, join our awesome community, maybe leave an awesome comment. You might make it into the next video. Here we go. I promise to back it up so we can go again. I talked about pet peeves in a previous video. In rock music, one of my pet peeves is in the guitar solo at the height of the emotions of the song, the best part of the song, they fade it out. They fade out, and that you can't hear the guitar solo, and you can kind of hear it in the distance, and it sounds awesome, right? And a lot of tracks do that. This is a tick for me. This is a bonus. Quite a few rock songs have it like this, where the intro has some like kind of cool studio talking in the background. It gives a unique effect to the song. I think about a track like Wish You Were Here, which has an interesting intro. That's regardless. Let's back up and go again. Studio chatter. Wow, interesting. Very different sound. I can't decide whether it's Eastern sounding or it sounds folky. Something in between. Wow. I can't stop, keep on climbing, looking for what I knew. Had a friend, she once told me, you gotta love, you ain't lonely. Now she's gonna let me only, looking for what I knew. Okay, interesting production choice. They've got like this very dramatic sounding string side of the track, kind of overpowering the folky part of the guitar sound of it. Almost sounds like two styles that are clashing with each other. Perhaps that's by effect, but interesting choice. Whoa. That's an interesting sound. Kind of a mind-bending end to it. Okay. I'm going to put this out there. This is the first Led Zeppelin song that I don't like. I didn't like the song. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It sounded like two songs who are completely not meant to be put next to together that have been mashed into one track. It sounds like a bad mix of like two different tracks. The string section is dark and ominous and mysterious in the way like what I heard off like I think the album is called Holy Houses, is from the whichever one No Quarters from, right? It sounds mysterious in that way, and then the folky part of it sounds like aspects of like tracks that they've done in the first and second album. It's a very odd blend, and it just didn't work for me. And then in terms of lyrically on top of it, it was cool at certain parts. I felt like Robert Plant's voice didn't have the same power it normally does. Really interesting, man. Because he's got such a like soulful, haunting style of singing. He often does, and he was in a register that was super high. I didn't love the song. I'll go as far as say I didn't like it. I thought it was a bad track. I mean, I would like to hear from you guys what you think, because this is a first listen and you guys would have heard the track a lot more than me. Maybe you've grown to like it. It sounded psychedelic at parts, certainly. It almost sounded like Jimmy Page's attempt at like something that the Beatles were doing, where they were experimenting with Eastern sounding guitars, or like even the Rolling Stones did it for certain tracks. But I didn't like it. That's rare. That's very rare. It didn't have any of the elements that make them great. That's why, right? They have this ability to deal with texture and within a song create space and then fill the space and empty the space and build tension and then explode and all these different things. Play with voice, with the drums, with the guitars, all in sync. Zilch. None of that going on. But maybe that's why some people like it. So I'd like to hear from you guys. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next Led Zeppelin track, or maybe the next video too.